Hi, my name is Dr. Amy Wickstrom from More Than a Toy, and I am a child therapist. I specialize in play therapy, and I want to answer the question that I get probably the most frequently, which is, what exactly is play therapy? Well, in a nutshell, play therapy is a way of using toys and play to help children make sense of their thoughts, their feelings, and their life experiences. And to show you what that means a little bit more clearly, I'm going to tell you a story. Several years ago, I actually worked with a little boy who was brought to me by his parents because he had witnessed a holdup at a grocery store. And in the very first session, he came in and he picked two dolls, and he picked a dart gun, and he lined up the two little dolls on the edge of the sandbox, and he repeatedly shot them with the dart gun. Now, an important detail to tell you is that the holdup that he witnessed at the grocery store had two armed robbers that came up to the cashier. And they never shot him, so fortunately this little boy never saw any overt violence like that. But he did see the gun, and there were two armed robbers. So in his first session, he set up the two dolls and he shot them with the gun repeatedly, the dart gun. And he did that for almost the whole session. The next week he came back and he picked up those two dolls and he would shoot them with the dart gun, but then he would stop and he would go and play with other things. He'd go play with the horses, he'd go play with the kitchen, the cash register, he'd do some artwork, and in between all those different things, he'd periodically come back, set up the two dolls, shoot them, and then go play. Come back, set up the two dolls, shoot them, and then go play. The third session, he came in and he went over to the two dolls, picked them up, set them up on the edge of the sandbox, and then picked up the dart gun. And then, as plain can be, stopped and turned to me and said, "You know what? I don't need these anymore. I'm doing just fine now." It was really incredible because this little boy, if I had sat him down on a couch and said, "Hey, tell me about what you saw at the grocery store when you were there during the holdup. How did that make you feel?" Or, has it been on your mind? Something along those lines. It probably would have been really uncomfortable for him. And he probably wouldn't have had the words to describe it to me. And even if he did have the words, like I said, it would have been a really uncomfortable experience for him to try and share that with me. But through play, he was able to share with me exactly what he saw, and in 3 sessions get to a place where he felt pretty good about it inside of his own little heart. So much so that he was able to say to me, "I'm doing really well now, I don't need to be here anymore." Pretty incredible story. So that illustrates how children use play in play therapy to be able to make sense of their thoughts and their feelings and their life experiences. If you have any more questions about play therapy or how to use toys and play to help children with their social and emotional development, I encourage you to visit morethanatoy.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.